I don't know if I personally would go that far. But dude, and this is a really great point that you brought up just a minute ago. The differences between this offensive line that we have right now and the one we had 2-3 years ago,
Dude, you
night and day, completely disregarding talent. Completely disregarding that, because we know the Steelers had a top 3 unit in the league for the offensive line continually year after year. We're talking guys like Pouncey, the Castro, even Villanueva. Just like if they played for nothing else, they played for the dude behind them. They knew that his career was coming to an end, and they wanted to get him a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This offensive line right now doesn't look like they're playing with any heart. I will say Kendrick Green, I am a fan. That dude seems to want to drill people into the turf every single play.
I do love that.
Big fan of that. I don't know. And this all goes back to, and I hate to harp on this, thinking Najee Harris was going to fix everything. I'd like, how do you walk into the training camp with this current offensive line thinking it's going to be okay? It's not going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody, including the Steelers, starting to figure that out. And you know what? It might be a little bit too late to try to find different pieces of the puzzle to put together. You think this offensive line is going to run this team into a deep playoff run in January? No.
To just say that these guys will give you a deep playoff run, because they can't. Kendrick Green is good. And like you said, there are parts of this offensive line that leave you optimistic about the future. And you are 100% correct that Najee Harris, as good as he is and as well as he's playing, or he's not even playing well, but the effort that this guy is putting out there on the field.
I was 100% against drafting Najee Harris. Mm-hmm. I still am. I still don't think it was a good move. That is not me hating on Najee at all. Obviously, I want him to do extremely well. And just like even we were talking about this before we even started recording, what he's trying to do behind that line. Super admirable, man. Like he's trying to do so many things behind that offensive line. Like the lack of success in the running game is not his fault whatsoever. It's not his fault.
No, gosh, no. And that's what I'm saying. It's not the Najee pick that you hate. It's the fact that overall, for 3 rounds of an offensive draft and all of free agency, the Pittsburgh Steelers just went offensive line, man. What are you talking? We don't need an offensive line. We just lost every single one of our starting offensive linemen. What are you talking about? We need an
It's fine. We'll get a running back and a tight end first.
That's
2
what I'm
rounds.
saying. We'll go get a running back, a tight end. We'll re-sign our backup right tackle, who was supposed to start last year, but he's coming off an ACL injury, so he's only going to be better. And then we're going to try to move our right tackle, who was clearly our worst offensive lineman, to the left side. And but just as a backup plan, we're going to use our 3rd and 4th draft pick as a center and a left tackle. And before we go anywhere else, let's just get the guard, who also could kind of play center, but has only played 1 game of center in his college career. That's what the Pittsburgh Steelers did. And it's not even exaggerated. That's exactly what
it's not.
Did.
It's not.
It's like how anybody or them expected anything different is mind-blowing.